What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another freaking 90-day related video, and this one right here is all about Sojaboy, aka Usman, Michael, and Angela. Now, a few days ago, when it comes to Michael and Usman, they decided to meet up for some sort of get-together, as you can see right here, dressed to impress in their own traditional clothing, shall I say. Well, Usman is, not so Michael. But anyway, with that being said though, let's give a shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel. Now, with that being said, earlier on today, I was sent some screenshots of, well, some of the things that Usman decided to get off his chest after meeting with Michael. As you can see here, this is Usman, aka Sojaboy. And he decided to go on a rant. And as you can see here, on his rant itself in particular, he says she has been scamming him since 2018. Using him to shoot and go back to state. Sorry guys, I do apologize, but there's a lot of words missed out in this rant by Usman. So yeah, but let me just start this again. She has been scamming him since 2018, using him to shoot and go back to state. She has been on all social media but denied him to be on. She used his money for nonsense surgery and even used both his and her money to buy a house. Now she wanna leave him? Give this wicked and heartless woman name, please. I'm pretty sure I was going to say a name, please. Anyway, it's either you take him to US or you are a scammer. Although I remember you've been to prison and had lots of bad records, so you might not be eligible to file for someone. At 90-day bipolar, please tell this pig my message. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Should he be going down the route of calling her a pig? Should he be going down the route of calling her any names in general? I mean, within reason, but the word pig is not one of those words that I would use within reason. So Usman definitely needs to be careful of how he words himself when he's obviously going on a rant. But anyway, let's just go back obviously into this message itself in particular, or this rant itself in particular. He talks about her using money for her surgery. That is quite interesting. I wasn't sure or aware that the money that she used for her surgery was actually the money that was provided by Michael's side, well, predominantly to be fair, give or take. And if that's the case, then hey, what the hell is Michael thinking? But either way though, let's move on, because obviously at this point here in particular, it is quite interesting how he talks about how she's been to prison and she also has a lot of bad records. If that is the case, and Michael knew these things, Michael should have really thought long and hard about potentially coming to America or hoping to come to America by dating a woman like Angela, because at the end of the day, if we already know that it's going to be harder for her to get someone into the country based on her record, well then I guess Michael's been wasting his own bloody time. But at the same time though, it kind of does prove that Michael obviously has got some very strong, deep love for Angela. Yikes. And when I say yikes, I don't mean in terms of how Angela looks. I'm talking about how Angela behaves. The way she behaves is absolutely ridiculous. Like, oh my goodness gracious me. This woman, I don't know how she was able to raise children, but goddamn, she definitely wasn't able to raise herself in a respectful way, if you dig what I'm saying. But anyway, let's proceed into the next one. As you can see, it says, if you tried Yoruba man, you go free. Ask about Hausa men in Nigeria. We don't scam, we don't cheat, but we don't tolerate. That is why you've been misbehaving for over 7 years and he still take it. But when your type tried that nonsense with me, you see what I did. I'm sure he's referencing to baby girl Lisa, but it's crazy because the wording he uses there, it sounds quite violent, but obviously he didn't mean it in a violent way. He just meant that I didn't allow baby girl Lisa to get away with trying to, you know, mug me off, shall I say. And I'm sure maybe in some way down there, he's probably referencing also to Kimbali as well. But hey, I guess we won't find out until the season's actually finally over between him and Kimbali, right? It's Kimberly, but boy, she's Kimbali now. Anyway, let's continue. Now he also proceeds by saying, be careful with me, loser. And if you didn't only my words would take you to hospital. Now again, obviously the typing's a bit, but at the same time though, even though he says my words would take you to hospital, it's not a very nice thing to talk about taking someone to hospital. And to be honest with you, the fact that he's a man and she's a woman, it's not going to look good regardless, if you dig what I'm saying. So Usman really needs to work on maybe getting someone in his PR team to write his messages for him, because his rants they have a lot of good points to them, but they also have a lot of threatening points to them. Threatening is not a word, but I made it up myself because it's not a threat, but it kind of is. So it's like a threatening-ish, yeah, threatening-ish wording that would get you in trouble. Yes. Yeah, let me stop saying that word now. Okay, all right, yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, for me, myself in particular, when I look at this post, I just feel like there's a lot of frustration from Usman, okay, on behalf of Michael, you know, which I completely get. But before we kind of conclude that, there's another screenshot right here. Now, obviously, the one on the left speaks more about the tribes, but I'm not really going to talk too much about that one. It's the next one that I want to talk about. And as you can see here, someone says to him, "Don't you think you should butt out of Angela's and Michael's relationship? Their relationship is theirs, but cheating is not accepted anywhere in the world," which is quite interesting because we know that Michael and Usman decided to meet, but it was never confirmed. Well, not from my knowledge anyway, or recollection, that Angela actually did officially cheat on Michael. So it is kind of interesting because it means that Michael must have told Usman something about Angela being unloyal to him, because why else would he mention cheating? Because let's be honest, he mentions cheating in this post, but he also mentions cheating also in this post, you know? Cheat is also there. So obviously, cheat is obviously something that he's definitely tied to, you know? He's definitely against that part itself in particular, a whole lot more compared to everything else, which makes it quite interesting. So is this now proof, allegedly, that Angela has been unloyal to Michael, given the fact that she has obviously used her money and their money together to obviously, you know, provide for her new look, which annoyingly her new look has now made her believe that she's now the queen bee. Her new look now makes her feel like she's the goddess of all goddesses. But listen, let me tell you something right now. Angela, as long as you've got a terrible attitude, you will always be ugly. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good looking you are on the outside. Looks and beauty will never be perfect without your personality also being in place. She hasn't got the personality, if you dig what I'm saying. But don't get me wrong though, with or without the surgery, I still don't personally find her attractive, you know what I'm saying? So she needs to hype herself down a little bit, you know what I mean? Not every guy wants you, you know what I mean? That's why I'm telling you that, so people know that not every guy wants you the way you think they want you. Yeah, so step away. Anyway, to round everything up, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I would like to know from you guys, please. So, do you think Usman was right to go on social media and vent out his frustrations about Angela's treatment to Michael, given the fact that Michael is a grown man that has the ability to defend himself? But at the same time though, it has been proven that Michael seems to not have a backbone when it comes to Angela. So does that then mean that Michael needs someone else to aid for him? Because if someone else doesn't aid for him, then Michael's going to continue being a doormat. I mean, look at it this way. From the very first season Michael and Angela were together, we saw that Michael's family was trying to stop him from marrying Angela. His mom did not approve, his auntie did not approve, but no matter what happened, you know, Michael still stayed with her. And obviously at that moment in time, people were thinking that Michael really wants that green card. But listen, it's been years upon years now and he still hasn't got that green card, and he's still messing about with Angela. So clearly there's a lot of real feelings on Michael's behalf. In terms of Angela in particular, I don't think there's any feelings at all, because obviously the way she behaves clearly says no feelings. It says literally, I'm just using you for whatever benefit she believes benefit her. But in reality, she's just embarrassing herself now, given that everything that we've discovered in this video is true, if you dig what I'm saying. But either way though, you guys let me know in the comment section. What is your thoughts on this? Do you think Usman had the right to step in, or do you think he should have just stayed quiet and not necessarily vent out, obviously, a potential part of the conversation that he had in privacy with Michael? You guys let me know. But nonetheless though, and also if you was Michael, what would you do in this situation? But nonetheless though, you guys let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for your time. Like, subscribe, and peace.